Howdy, y'all. It's your friend Hillbilly again. We're going to do story time. This will meander a little bit. I was trying to figure out how to string these thoughts along best I can where it makes sense. It's been hot here in central North Carolina. I've lived in central Florida. I don't like heat and humidity too good. I growed up in the mountains. And it got me thinking about how in the mountains you still have seasons, and you get out here where I'm at now, you got hot and cold, that's it. And usually more hot. And I got to think about when I was younger growing up in the mountains, some 30 some years ago. I was late teens, early 20s. It wasn't uncommon to see people had hand pumps and outhouses. Didn't have no indoor plumbing. Hell, they still some old men lived in dirt floor shanties up in the hollers. That got me thinking about cold weather. I hope you can follow me here. I'm going to tell y'all a story about these two old men. They lived up the same holler on opposite sides. I'm talking one of them steep hollers where the sun don't come up till about 10 in the morning. By 2 in the afternoon, it's gone. Steep holler. Now, you know how old men is. They friends, but they like to bicker. They'd get together in the evenings and argue over which one of them's cabin was the coldest. One evening, the one feller's at the other's cabin. He said, "I'm going to prove to you this evening my cabin's colder than yours." He went to spit on the dirt floor. It froze before it hit the ground. But the dude said, "That ain't nothing." He said, "You come over eat supper at my place tomorrow evening, and I'll show you what a cold cabin is." They got done eating. One old hillbilly said to the other, said, "All right, now prove to me your cabin's colder than mine." He said, "All right." We stepped over in the corner. It's dirt floor. I know it's kind of nasty, but he went to pee, and his little ice cubes are coming out. The other old hillbilly said, "Man, that ain't nothing." He said, "You come over to my house tomorrow evening and eat supper, and I'll show you who's got the coldest cabin." So the next evening, two old hillbillies got together and got their supper at. One said, "All right, and I've been waiting all evening." He said, "You show me your cabin's colder than mine." Old feller said, "All right, reach over there and get my blanket off that bed there." The other hillbilly reached over there and got that blanket, handed it to him. He said, "Now I want you to get your pocket knife and see that brown spot there. Scrape that brown spot off there." He got his pocket knife out, scraped that brown spot off. He's holding it on his knife. He's like, "All right, what you want me to do with it now?" Dude reached over there and flipped the doors open on the stove. He said, "Now throw it in the stove." That old dude hooked that thing in the stove and went. I guess we know who got the coldest cabin, don't we? Think on her, fellers. I was just trying to bring a little humor into life with all this stupid shit going on. Y'all be safe out there, patriots. Keep your head on swivel. Keep your powder dry.